Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got some sad news out of Washington. The great Senator Mitch McConnell out of Kentucky has fallen. Not to his death, but he could have easily died. And so we're asking that you guys pray for him and extend those prayers to your inner circles and your associates also and your colleagues at work. I'm going to play this video for you guys, and let me warn you, it is graphic. This is Mitch McConnell on his way to congressional votes, being asked a question about ICE and immigration. Let us pray.
Support ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them?
Just tragic, fam. Just tragic. Just tragic. I mean, I'm speechless. I do not know what to say. I can't even stand to look at it, but I'm gonna play it again for y'all.
Do you support ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them?
Let's go to this People article to provide a bit more context. Mitch McConnell, 83, falls to ground in Senate building as woman asks his feelings about ICE. Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell tripped and fell in a Senate building while being questioned by an activist on the move. On Thursday, October 16th, a young woman reportedly representing the climate-focused Sunrise Movement approached McConnell, 83, in a hallway of the Russell Senate office building and introduced herself. In a wide circulated video of the moment, the woman is shown walking alongside McConnell and another man who was wearing an earpiece when she asked whether the Republican senator supports ICE taking working people off the streets and kidnapping them, referring to recent immigration raids in cities like Chicago and Portland that have led to violent arrests and reports of false detainments. McConnell, who was walking with a noticeably stiff gait and relying on the man beside him for stability, is shown stumbling to the ground toward the end of the woman's question and landing on his left side. Two people, including a Capitol police officer standing nearby, helped the senator up. Noticing that he was still being filmed, McConnell waved at the camera and uttered a noise before he was guided away. These are the people running our government, octogenarians who do everything in their power to cling to control and power. People who are so dementia-induced, they don't even know where they are. They're sitting up in Senate seats, clinging to power. Just one more year, one more year. Family, Mitch McConnell got to go. This is why term limits should be enacted. There should be term limits for all members, all public officials. There should be term limits. There should be term limits for all appointed positions, whether it's someone working in the Senate or a local courthouse. There should be term limits. Because what happens is, when these people get this power, Others want some of that power. They want some of the access and options that come with that power. And this is how you get people passing money under the table. Or these days, they can pass it right over the table because they figured out a way, your congressmen and women figured out a way to take the money and not have to watch their back. They don't have to look over their shoulder. They can now take the money via lobbyists. They figured out a loophole to still get to the money. What happened is they got tired of watching their backs. They got tired of going to jail. And they said, well, you know what? How about we just get a middleman, a legal middleman? Instead of having these people, having these covert meetings and we're trying to hide and sneak and do this stuff and we getting busted by the FBI and all this stuff. How about we just pass a law where there's somebody else in the middle who is a professional who does the liaisoning or whatever, right? Who makes the connections, right? And that person just come to me and that person says, hey, this is what's going on, and then we're going to shoot me some bread, and I just know it's understood that I'm going to support these causes that they represent. And I ain't got to worry about going to jail. It's a cold game, fam. And this is why nothing gets done. This is one of the reasons why nothing ever gets done in Congress, because these people are holding on to power, not to help us, but to help themselves. They're holding on to power by any means necessary. Those people right now in the Republican Party who's propping up Mitch McConnell, they ain't no difference than the people who are propping up Joe Biden or was propping up Joe Biden when he was running for president. The first time, they knew Joe Biden was not in no condition to run a country. They knew that. But, he was the best chance. He was the best candidate for the job, to try to get the job. So they was like, hey, it's all about optics. It's all about optics. We can control Joe. We ain't worried about Joe. We can control Joe. We just need Joe's image and likeness. We just need that image and likeness and the power that comes with the position that he'll be in. And we got it from there. Same thing with Mitch McConnell. Mitch ain't calling no shots. Mitch don't even care about the power and stuff now. Mitch is right now just trying to get a good night's sleep and a good bowel movement. He don't care about none of that other stuff. He just trying to he just holding on. Like, it's the people, his handlers, who are making sure that all of these things that they need out of him for that power that the seat wheels that he holds, they're the ones who are making sure that Mitch holds on so that they can get done the things that they want done. It's a cold game, fam. Mitch McConnell need to sit his old ragged ass down. And I do say old ragged ass down because I have zero respect for him, because he has zero respect for me. He spent an entire career dragging black folks. He spent an entire career voting against the best interest of black folks. Hell, he voted against the best interest of Americans many, many times. He did that many times. He led the charge when Obama was in office and the Republicans was opposing him at every turn, even when it was things that was good for Americans. He still opposed because he just wanted to win by any means necessary. So they opposed Obama at every turn. So this dude is part of the problem, and he's still part of the problem. The only reason why he is still in the position that he is in is because of the power that seat wields. That's it. Dude don't even know What the hell I bet you he couldn't even tell you his name right now. The dude done fell asleep like 2 or 3 times during hearings. Had to be hospitalized I don't know how many times. He's at the end. He should be at home relaxing, chilling with the grandchildren. Little grandchildren with the little KKK hoods on and stuff. He should be just, teaching them, how to be good Klansmen. Like, this is how your grandpa do it. Granddad, is this how you say the N-word? Son, you got to put it. No, you're doing the soft end. You got to do the hard end if you really, really, really hate them. It's madness, fam. So yeah, I'm keeping the same energy. Don't be fooled because he can barely talk or walk. He's still the devil's advocate. No more talk.